Welcome to the ET32 how-to video for the Basic BJT lab, where I've built the circuits already in Multisim. Okay, let's zoom in, view, zoom area. Okay, and let's fire it up. And let's open up our meters, and we're going to go into on, and then we're going to go second diode, and we're going to open this up and go on, shift diode, and we're going to open this one up, on, shift diode, and then we're going to turn it off and turn it on and see if we could get this thing working right. There we go. Alright, so if we take a look at the first one, we're going from base to collector. So that diode is forward biased. So that's why we have a reasonable reading on there. Get rid of him. And the next one, we have the positive on the base and the collector. So we have a forward biased capacitor there. So that's reasonable. So the very last one, we are going from C to E, and we have two backward facing diodes. So this guy will not conduct. It usually conducts collector to emitter, but it will not conduct until we put a base current on there. Since we have no base current, we have no flow. Okay, so let's open it up again. We're going to zoom sheet so it fits, and then we're going to go zoom area, and we're going to take a good look at this small piece here. Now all of these are reverse biased, so we shouldn't be getting a reading on any of them. Shift diode, shift diode, shift diode, and this guy did not work. Shift diode, there we go. So we got all of these. Okay, so this one here is reverse biased. So we got positive here and minus here, reverse bias. It's not going to flow. Here we got reverse bias. It's also not going to flow. And this guy again has backing diode, so it's certainly not going to flow. Okay, let's zoom in, and we're going to go view, view area. Move my thing out of the way that you don't see. And let's see if we could get it to work without a ground. So let's go ahead and fire it up. Shift diode. Alrighty, so he's not working. So we got a problem. Let's shut it down, and let's put grounds on our circuit, because this guy, he's not happy without one. And let's, oops, and let's try it again. There we go, now it's working. Alrighty, so we got that one. On, diode. We're going to have to go back and reset him. Okay, diode. So let's go ahead and turn them on and off and see if he'll start. Yep, there you go. Alrighty, so let's take a look here. Alright, for the very first one, we've got positive on the collector and negative on the base. So we have a forward bias diode. We're getting a diode reading. On the second one, we have a minus on the base and a plus on the emitter. And we have a forward bias, and that's why we're getting current. Again, we have opposing diodes. Will not conduct until we can put a base current and get the transistor working. So good. Okay, let's move over to our reverse bias area, and let's turn all our devices on. So we're going to power shift diode, power shift diode, and power shift diode. Let's turn our circuits on and see if they'll behave. And this is correct because they're all reverse bias. So let's take a look here at the first one. First one, we have a minus on the collector and a positive on the base. Reverse bias, no flow. That is correct. The next one, we have ground and a positive on the base, so our diode is reverse bias, it won't flow. And our last one, again, we're going from collector or emitter to collector, and opposing diodes certainly aren't going to work in this configuration. Okay, I've already made this circuit. Let's go ahead and copy and paste it, and we'll make one with the PNP. Alrighty, so let's go ahead and double click on this guy, and we're going to replace. We're going to PNP in 3906. Okay, good. And let's take a look at the circuit. Is it the same? Yes. Alrighty, so let's zoom in. And let's open up our Agilent and diode. Let's turn it on and see. Yes. This is an action test that you could do with a DMM to check and see if the transistor is okay. So if we put a 10K resistor in there, this transistor should conduct in this position. And let's see if we could do it the same with our PNP. So let's view, and let's zoom sheet and view zoom area. Let's see if it'll work for our PNP. And it does not. 10K. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, what I told you not to use these again, I just broke my rule. So let's go ahead and turn it off and flop our connectors. So according to this, minus goes to the top. I'll show you something here. Let's go ahead and place a node or a junction. That way I can start, otherwise it's not behaving itself. Good. So let's tie this guy to positive. Let's turn it on, see if we get any action. And we do. So this transistor is working the way this test is supposed to be.